very proud to announce that with our newfound freedom, we have passed our very first proposition. Yes, right here. And it reads, cows shall be prohibited from roaming the town streets. We spent a lot of time on that. That was passed unanimously. We also have another one here. Citizens shall refrain from spitting and blowing their nose in public. That's particularly disgusting, and we'll vote on that next week. Very busy this weekend. And I want to thank all of you for voting me your new mayor. Here, here. As you know, I was your unofficial mayor before we voted, but now I'm your official mayor. That's what freedom is all about, of course, yes. And as your mayor, I would like to share some of the visions that I have for this community. I see periods of great growth, and if you will, prosperity. And to ensure that, what we're going to do is cut down all those trees. Yes, we're going to put in new roads, new houses, new inns, new shops.
Yes, but you also have to respect the land.
What? It's him again, the spy. Tory. You there, sir, old man. So you're back, are you? Well, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Sir, I should like to ask you what you are doing here.
What?
And what are they doing here? And what is that doing here?
Why, that?
As for me, I'm simply looking for my friends and my neighbors.
Oh, you have friends and neighbors here, do you? Oh,
Yes.
really? Uh-huh.
I have many friends.
Is that right? Well, name them.
Well, where's Nicholas Vedder?
Nicholas Vedder. Nicholas Vedder. Vedder. Oh, yes. Well, if you're going to have a conversation with him, I'm afraid it'll be a little one-sided. He's been dead for 18 years. Is that right, gentlemen?
Dead?
Yes.
18 years? Well, are you talking about the Nicholas Vedder that always smoked the pipe?
It always smoked the pipe. Yes, the very same. As a matter of fact, he fell asleep in his bed smoking his pipe. Burned the whole inn down.
Then there's Will Tussenbrook.
Tussenbrook, yes. Not a very bright man, as I recall. No, he joined the army during the war. Yes, he's buried at Valley Forge, as I recall. He sat on his own bayonet. Terrible thing.
War? What war?
What war? What war? This man. Why, this man is as stupid as he looks. War. Sake.
What about Derek Van Boomel, the school teacher?
Derek. Well, he was in the army too, as I recall. Well, yes, of course. He became a great general.
General? But he was just a teacher.
Yes, well, he's in Congress now, yes. This community, my dear man, is very proud of Derek Van... Boomel. Here, we have a statue of him somewhere here.
Does anybody remember Rip Van Winkle?
Rip Van Winkle. Rip Van Winkle. Well, that's a good one, isn't it?
Why, sure, we all know Rip Van Winkle. That's him there, on the porch.
That's Rip Van Winkle? Sir, they tell me you're Rip Van Winkle. Huh? What? They say you're Rip Van Winkle. Yes, that's right. Well, are you sure? Well, sure, I'm sure. I don't profess to know everything, but I know my own name. What's your name? Who knows? I'm not myself. I thought I was, but when I saw you, you looked like who I thought I was, and now I don't know who I am or where I am or anything. I only know that I fell asleep last night, and when I woke up, everything is changed.
Better take that gun away from him.
Good idea.
What was your father's name? Rip Van Winkle, same as me. He went off into the mountains about 20 years ago when I was a little boy. He didn't come back. Your mother? My mother? She died a couple of years ago. What? She broke a blood vessel, screaming at this traveling salesman. Oh, sounds like Wilma. you know her? Know her? I was her husband. Your father. You're crazy. Does anybody here remember old Rip Van Winkle?
Oh, Rip Van Winkle, yes, I do. I remember old Rip Van Winkle, yes, he disappeared many years ago, yes. Hasn't been seen since I think he was nice chap, yes, missed him. I wonder. Come on. It's old Rip Van Winkle himself.
Dad? Little Rip. You don't know how glad I am to see you.
My own son, my own little boy.
Welcome home, Rip. It's your old friend, Peter.
Peter Vanderdonk.
Oh, that's me, yes, Peter Vanderdonk.
My old friend. You look great, Peter, but old. Very old.
No, I'm not old. Anyway, you're no spring chicken yourself, are you? Oh, Rip, it is good to see you again. Tell me, where have you been for 20 long years?
Sleeping, as far as I can tell.
Sleeping?
Yes.
For 20 years?
Well, in that case, he must have been very tired.
But it seemed like only one night. I swear it. You see, I went hunting off into the woods with my dog Wolf, and I ran into this little man. He was carrying this huge heavy keg on his shoulders like this, and he was very strange, very strange. He took me up into the hills. This man who called himself, and I think
And so Rip proceeded to tell the townspeople all that had happened to him. In time, Rip Van Winkle became somewhat of a legend in the village, and because of what he had learned in the mountains, he became the unofficial guardian of the land. And he never grew tired of telling the story to anyone who would listen,
Down here.
especially the children.
I said, hello, I'm Todd, you want me to help you? He said, get this keg back. Then I met this Commander Henry Hudson. They're these really weird looking men. And I slept for 20 years and came down the hill and finally found out who I was.
Is it really a true story, Mr. Van Winkle?
Yep, as true as Tuesday.
Oh, I still don't believe it. What was that?
Well, this. I'm going up there to find out.
And it really was true. That's why I return here every 20 years, to make sure that nobody forgets the story of Rip Van Winkle.
mostly sailors whose ship had long been sunk.